My name is Mendes, and I actually have two children, both of whom attend LePort. My son, Owen, joined the Toddler Spanish Immersion Program at 18 months old. So I had this logical understanding that linguistically I wanted him to have the opportunity of a dual language input experience and to have that rich upbringing of two languages at once. I knew the benefits of that logically, but emotionally I had this pull inside of me that I had this fear that since he wasn't particularly verbal in English, he would go to class in Spanish all day and develop his Spanish skills, but not come home and speak to mom in English. So I had this pull between my logical side and my emotional side, but I made the decision to go for it and to enroll him in this program, and I couldn't be happier that I did. Quite the opposite of what I had feared. Being in the program actually gave him the opportunity to have a huge language explosion 2 months later in both English and Spanish at once, as he was finally comfortable mapping together everything he'd been absorbing through his whole life. So suddenly he was speaking with a large vocabulary in Spanish and English in conjunction. So Owen started in the toddler program, which runs from 18 months to about 3 years, and once they're toileting independently and really have a sustained focus, they're ready to move on to that primary program, which is like preschool and kindergarten encompassed in one program, ages 3 to 6. So he recently transitioned from the toddler to the primary program, and the transition process is actually really great. He got to go on visitations to the new classroom to get comfortable with the teacher and the environment and the students in a very natural way until he was ready to enter the classroom. Looking at the language in a much more in-depth way, he's starting to learn with the language materials about the phonetic sounds and letters in Spanish, so that he's going to begin to piece those things together and ultimately be capable of reading and writing in Spanish within the next couple years. And then, because he has the two languages, it's also going to map over to learning English reading and writing. Which means he'll ultimately put it all together by the end of the 3-year sequence and be able to read and write in both Spanish and English fluently, which is just amazing.